Art Morrison, chief detective of homicide, rolled over in bed and grabbed the phone before the first ring finished. The digital clock next to the phone showed 6:43 a.m. "Sorry to wake you up, Chief, but we got a real nasty one down here and it's going to be a mess." Art sighed. "It's okay, Mike. I was just waking up anyway. When did we ever have one that wasn't nasty or a mess? I'll be right in." He hung up the phone, slid out of bed, and went to the bathroom for a shave and a quick shower. When he returned to the bedroom, his wife was gone. He smiled to himself and thought, "No matter how quiet I am, she always hears me." He quickly dressed and went to the kitchen, where Caroline had already made coffee and had his favorite breakfast of pancakes, bacon, and eggs waiting for him. He gave her an affectionate hug and sat down at the table. "Thanks, sweetie. I know you know how much I appreciate you, but I just want to tell you I do anyway. I've no idea when I'll be home or when I'll get to eat again, for that matter. Mike says we have a nasty mess on our hand, but murder is always a nasty mess." He sat down to eat as she poured them both a cup of coffee. "This must be someone pretty well known for them to call me in, now that I think of it," he mused thoughtfully as he ate. "Usually they just call one of the sergeants to come and do the routine footwork, and I tell them what more to do when I come in." "I know, honey. I figured this had to be a bad one. It's been a long time since they called you in for a routine case. We know how to keep the home fires burning after all these years. Just call when you get a chance." She smiled at him fondly, then continued. "Joey came in about 12:30, and I happened to hear the door, so I got up for a few minutes. He said the concert was, in his words, totally awesome, wildly cool, and weirdly far out. He said Virginia did some real strange stuff about bread and circuses and feeding everybody to the lions after the show at the beginning of her performance, but then she was her usual self." Hart laughed. "Well, these rock stars live in a world we can't begin to understand. I sure hope our kids don't go that way. I'm glad they don't show any real great talent. I almost wish they wouldn't go to these concerts because there's a bread and circus mentality to them, in my opinion. Can't believe a rock star would have enough brains to think of that. Well, I'm off, sweetheart." He gave her a hug and a kiss and hurried out the door.